The suitcase felt heavier than she expected. As her hand gripped the handle, her knuckles whitened and she nearly tipped backward. That flicker of surprise, so brief it could have been missed, made every hour I'd spent preparing for this weekend worth it. She forced a laugh. "What did you do? Pack bricks in here?" Her eyes darted toward me, searching for a reaction. I stayed unreadable, giving only the tiniest shrug. "You've got everything you'll need," I said calmly, deliberately. This wasn't an ordinary trip. She hesitated just a moment too long before giving the practiced smile she'd been perfecting for months. "You're so thoughtful," she murmured, brushing a cold kiss across my cheek. I didn't return it. I watched her wheel the suitcase across the floor, the plastic wheels squealing under the weight. Only when her car disappeared down the street did I finally exhale. Showtime. Her name was Amanda. 8 years of marriage, 10 together. Most of that time, I'd have called us content, happy even. We had routines, little inside jokes, and a future we thought we were building. At least that's what I believed, until 3 months ago. That night, she'd left her phone on the counter while showering. I wasn't looking for anything. The screen lit up on its own, my eyes drifted. "Can't wait to see you this weekend. Miss you like crazy, Brent." Brent. She didn't know a Brent. No friend, no co-worker, nothing. My gut sank, but I didn't storm upstairs. I'd learned long ago that charging in blind never ends well. I needed certainty. She needed no way out. In the weeks that followed, I played my part, smiles, small talk, while uncovering the truth piece by piece. A keylogger on her laptop, screenshots of messages, emails, hotel receipts from late nights at work. Once I even followed her to a downtown boutique hotel. Predictable. I slipped a GPS tracker into her car, each lie, each "I love you" whispered before leaving, cut a little deeper. Still, I said nothing. She thought she controlled the story. I was pulling the strings, unraveling it thread by thread, so when she announced a girls' weekend trip, I nearly laughed. Too convenient, too rehearsed. Her friends' schedules suddenly shifted to cover stories that didn't line up, and a faint trace of cologne I didn't own lingered on her blouse. "You deserve a break," I told her. "I'll keep busy here." She smiled, relieved, arrogant even. She packed her best dresses, the ones she hadn't worn for me in years. I packed a different bag, one filled with evidence, printed messages, screenshots, receipts, proof that would dismantle the world she thought she controlled. Brent lived in a luxury high-rise across town. I knew it well, circled it enough times to memorize every angle. Late 30s, designer watch, executive smile. The kind of man who never imagines a husband standing on the other side of his affair. Her car was parked nearby, crooked from her rush. I waited an hour, enough for them to feel safe, then walked to the door and knocked. Brent answered, his grin fading the instant he saw me. "Can I help you?" he asked, wary. "Oh, I think you can," I said, stepping inside. Amanda appeared in the hallway, pale, clutching her robe like a shield. "Mark, what are you doing here?" I didn't look at her. My eyes stayed on him. "You know who I am, don't you?" He swallowed hard. "I think you should leave." I laughed hollowly. "Oh, I'll leave, but not before our little talk." I dropped my bag onto the coffee table and emptied it. Photos, screenshots, receipts, emails spread out like shattered glass. His eyes flicked from the evidence to Amanda, then back to me. "You really thought you were smart, didn't you?" My voice rose. "Thought you wouldn't get caught." "Mark, please." Amanda's voice shook. "Can we talk privately?" "Private?" I spun to her, anger simmering. "Now you want private? Where was that when you were sneaking around with him?" Tears brimmed in her eyes, but I didn't soften. "Don't cry, Amanda. You made your bed. Now lie in it." Brent looked like he wanted to disappear. "How's it feel?" I asked coldly. "Look, man," he stammered. "Save it," I cut him off. "I don't care about your excuses, but your wife might." His face drained of color. "What?" "Oh yeah," I said, a cruel smile touching my lips. "I found her. She deserves the truth." "Mark, don't," Amanda begged, voice breaking. "You should have thought of that before," I said, grabbing my bag and heading for the door. One last glance at Brent. "Go near my wife again, and I'll make sure everyone at your job knows exactly who you are." Then I left, silence thick enough to choke on. The aftermath was swift and merciless. The next day, I sent every piece of evidence to Brent's wife. Within days, she filed for divorce. Word reached his company. He was encouraged to resign. Amanda begged, tried to explain, but I didn't listen. The divorce was finalized. She walked out with nothing but what she could carry. It wasn't easy. None of it was, but standing in the quiet emptiness of my house, the crushing weight of betrayal lifted. I had lost a wife, yes, but in return I had gained something far more valuable: freedom.